From out of a white wilderness, where 'neath northern lights men muck for gold, mushes a mishmash of muskies. In 1924, Hollywood embarked on a cycle of far north melodramas. And soon, who should be galumphing across the frozen wastes but that master of sledgehammer satire, Ben Turpin. Here, Ben portrays Nudnik of the North, the only prospector who rode the trail of 98 flat on his back. North of 57, Lord preserve us, what a pickle. And what a free plug. The weary prospector collapses. Then, in the unearthly stillness, weird happenings. Now, what would you expect to emerge from those igloos? If this were a modern picture, it would be monsters. But back in the 20s, it had to be the Mack Sennett bathing beauties. Introduced in 1912, the Sennett girls brought cheesecake to the screen and popularized the one-piece bathing suit. From their ranks rose such stars as Gloria Swanson, Phyllis Haver, Phoebe Daniels, Sally Eilers, and Marie Prevost. Names that brightened a time when those of us who are old were young, and those of us who are young had not yet been born. In slapstick, as in life, for every sweet dream, there's bound to be a rude awakening. And so it is that Ben Turpin bows out of our picture, obeying a prime rule of silent screen comedians: exit running. 30 years later, Mack Sennett, the old master himself, was to look back at his wacky world of old and wonder, what has happened to laughter? There used to be so much of it. It was Mack Sennett who polished to perfection the chase, an art form which belongs exclusively to the motion picture camera, with its unique ability to speed up or slow down life and to banish all barriers of time and space. In this surrealistic world of careening objects, it mattered little who was chasing whom and why, as long as the pace never faltered and the imagination never flagged. Perhaps the funniest sight gags were those which might almost really happen, like Billy Bavan pushing his broken-down jalopy and innocently picking up every other car along the curb. "Goodness," says Billy, who never looked where he was going, "my car is getting heavier and heavier." This episode, incidentally, was created by a Mack Sennett gag writer named Frank Capra, later to win 3 Academy Awards as a director. It's a fine example of how silent screen comedy was constructed to progress from titter to yowl to belly laugh to boffo. Another Senate sight gag favorite was the comedy of surprise, a delightful form of humor as rare today as a celluloid collar. In this example, the peeper is Billy Bavam. The peeped upon, Madeline Herlock, one of the loveliest of the Senate girls. The outraged Billy can stand no more. And here we come upon another Senate trademark. Gag piled upon gag in action so fast that the audience is dazzled. "Help!" cries Billy. "Drop your nickel," says the operator. In charges Ruth Hyatt with a secret paper. Close behind comes Cupid Morgan, the arch villain. At stake is a plan for making clam chowder out of codfish heads, a priceless formula that enemy powers will stop at nothing to possess. And so the stage is set for another Mack Sennett chase. Billy has climbed out of many a bedroom window, but never before in the cause of clam chowder. Billy's friend, Andy Clyde, runs for help to the most famous police force of them all. Crafty Mack Sennett knew that the deflation of authority and dignity drew the biggest laughs, and that the old-time policeman was the symbol of authority and dignity. His creation, combining the greatest of zeal with the utmost in incompetence, became immortal, the Keystone Cops.